Here is my midweek review on the change from Mounjaro after a year to Ozempic. I'm going to let you know what it's like. So first of all, with Mounjaro, which is also known as Tirzepatide, the weight loss version of it, known as Zepbound. Listen, I was on it for a full year. I lost 30 pounds within the first few months on Mounjaro, and then the weight loss stalled, it plateaued, and I was not able to get the scale to move at all. So before exploring weight loss surgery or potential weight loss surgery, I wanted to exhaust, what else is out there on the market that I could try and perhaps respond a little bit better to, and that's where Ozempic came along. So I took Ozempic last Thursday night. Today is Monday night, so we're about halfway through the week. This is a 2 milligram dose pen. I actually just took 1 milligram because I wanted to kind of dip my toes in and wanted to mitigate any side effects. It is a different molecule. One of the questions that I get asked most often is people who are switching from Ozempic or Wegovy to Mounjaro or Zepbound, and they want to know what they should do for dosing. And I think that's a conversation between you and your doctor. But just know that even though they act similarly, they are a completely different medication, and they're going to hit different than each other. So midweek, here's my update. First of all, the appetite suppression on 1 milligram of semaglutide for the first 3 or 4 days has been superior to Mounjaro. I have had appetite suppression with 1 milligram of semaglutide that exceeds any sort of appetite suppression I ever got on Mounjaro, which is not what I expected to be saying. I've always had issues with Mounjaro in the sense that after about the first 24 to 48 hours, I really don't get any sort of appetite suppression benefit at all. Perhaps I burn through the half-life a little bit quicker than others do. I think semaglutide has a little bit longer of a half-life than Tirzepatide does. And I've definitely felt that too, because yesterday, being the third day in, I still felt pretty good appetite suppression on the 1 milligram. Now, like I said, I do have a 2 milligram prescription. I may hit that other milligram in the next day or two. We'll see, depending on kind of how the first part of this day goes. Maybe I would take it today. Otherwise, I'll just wait till Thursday and probably just do 1 milligram again. But I'm very encouraged. All in all, I'm very encouraged and surprised by the fact that even though Mounjaro is a dual receptor agonist, basically mimicking 2 incretin hormones, GLP-1 and GIP, that Ozempic is actually doing a better job of controlling my appetite. It was the weekend. I tend to pay a little bit less attention to my diet on the weekend in the sense that I eat more carbohydrates than I do during the week. I definitely consume more carbohydrates during the weekend than I do the total of the rest of the week. So blood sugars generally were good. Even when I ate carbohydrates for a diabetic, all of my sugars stayed under 200, which for me is pretty good. Again, during the week, I tend to not really go much over 100 because I don't really eat carbohydrates that much during the week. And yeah, so we'll see how the rest of the week goes. I started the week at 257 pounds, or I started 287 pounds. And so we'll kind of see where that lands in the next couple weeks. I'll check in with you again, but wanted to give you a midweek update. I'll also give you an update at the end of the week just to let you know how it's going. But I wanted to give you a little update and say that so far, semaglutide seems to actually work a little bit better for me. So it may be the honeymoon phase, and I'm going to caveat that with it working better for me for now. So we'll see. I'll give you an update later on in the week once I hit the 1 week mark. Thanks for watching. Like and share.